There we go. How's it going, everybody? Miguel Rodriguez here for the Second Third Podcast.
Oh,
Frankie
I'd like to
Tony
say
Fry.
something real quick, guys. If I may interject. Welcome to the Second Third Podcast, you guys. It is Thursday once again. We're here at Cigars More on Rosedale Highway, beautiful Bakersfield, California. It feels very nice outside. The weather is really, really nice, so that's always great. Um, Before we start the show, guys, I would just like to say I will be smoking the Sinistro Mr. Red Scala. Mike, what about you?
I mean, the La Madrina from Dapper Cigars.
Fantastic.
Wow.
All right. Now go ahead, Mike, start the show.
I'm starting the video.
I don't know if this is true, but every time I look back on the years, I feel like I wasted my youth. How did I get so cold? How do I wind up every single day going through this life all alone? When am I gonna change? Another day, another month, another year, and still I feel just the same. Oh, help me, I can't shake this feeling away. Help me, I feel like I'm going insane. Help me, I got nowhere to go, I'm afraid. Help me turn this around here today. There's no laughter these days. Far too seldom do I get the chance to even put a smile on my face.
There we go. How's it going, everybody? Commish, how you doing today, brother?
What's going on? What's happening, gentlemen?
Looking good. You're looking more like an 8-bit character right now. Is your internet okay?
I'm an 8-bit character right now.
Yeah, I can't see you. Like you're all pixelated right now. Is your internet all right?
Let me see what I got going wrong. I mean, I can see myself perfectly fine. Let me see something.
Check it on the phone. Yeah, maybe it's us over here though. That
It looks all right on the phone. We should be fine. We should be good.
all right. As long as we can hear you, I'm glad to be able to hear you too, brother.
Yeah.
Do I look like an 8-bit? I'm gonna check. Let me check the Facebook.
Yeah, check it real quick. I think Frankie says looking all right on the Facebook, so that's all good. Cam, Moonshine, Chris, Doug, Mitch, how you guys doing today? How's it going, everybody out there? Do me a favor and give it a share, guys. Whoever shares the most added up to the end of the week is gonna win a 5-pack from us. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, absolutely.
See who wins.
So, for those of people that may not know who you are and the group that you started, what can you tell us about that?
So I am the Commish, self-titled, self-created, self-modified, rock paper roll. Take the dice, shake them up. Yeah, it just came up. So I started my group because we had nothing in Massachusetts. We had very minimal in the Northeast when I started my group. So I woke up one day and I said, I love cigars. I love the cigar community. I'd like to create a group that we could have in the Massachusetts area. And then as I was about to make it a Massachusetts cigar group, I backtracked and I said, Massachusetts is too small. Let's do New England. So we can get everybody in the New England area together and have the New England community together. So I rocked and rolled with the New England thing, and I obviously had to incorporate cigar. And the reason why I came up with the last word, which actually created some bullshit as of recent, was because the Battle of Lexington in Concord, which is close to my area, something that I went to as a little kid. You know what I mean? Like a field trip.
Right.
If you're from Mass, you know what the Battle of Lexington and Concord is. Like, there's not anybody in this whole state that doesn't know what that is. So when they ripped me down off of Facebook and chopped me out, I was kind of like, I have no clue why. And that's pretty much it. I mean, now with the support of gentlemen like you and people that I actually realized loved me, because you see it, you see that I have a group, I have a following, all that stuff, but you don't know that you actually have people that love you till everything's gone. I was kind of shocked when everybody was reaching out to me. I was getting messages 10 at a time. Where are you? What happened? Where's the group? This and that. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I didn't even know how to reply or, what the hell was going on myself. But I still haven't been updated with info on that, by the way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous what they did to you, man. It's just, Facebook just does whatever it feels like whenever it wants to, and then they don't give you any answer for what's going on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, as we call it, book face.
So what are you getting ready to light up right now?
So I always, whenever I come down to the club, I always, because I haven't been able to come down in recent, so try to make it a special occasion usually.
There we go.
I mean, this is probably the first time I came in like month, 3 weeks. Usually I'm down here once a week at least. So it's been totally different with the COVID curse.
Right, understandable. So, what is your guys' club like there? Everybody knows that that watched the show that we do before. We're usually Thursdays. We're at Culebras, which is the club that we belong to out here in Bakersfield, which is great. I mean, we have 24-hour access to it, especially during the summer when it gets 100 plus out here. It's nice to be able to go to the club and use the AC over there. So, what's your guys' club like?
So we got right to my, I'll turn it. So I got lockers right here.
Nice. Very nice.
So there's a ton of lockers there, and then if you turn this way, you got like the whole club area. So it's pretty nice. I can actually do it. I'll do it 360 before we leave. I think we have, give or take, 1 second.
I like that poster in the back, by the way.
Yeah,
Checking that out, yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
And real quick, Leo,
Yeah.
everybody, how you guys doing?
We got 67 lockers in here.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got 67 lockers in here. They are all based around the TV. This is my home cigar lounge. This is a private cigar lounge. They do not sell cigars. It's an Elks Club with an extension. So it's pretty cool, and it's cheap. It's a no-brainer, dude, living out here. Like, I mean, I want you guys to guess how much you think it costs a year to come to this club. A year.
Ours over here in Bakersfield, we added up. What is it? About $1,000?
$1,000 a month. So
$1,000 a month
for rent.
Oh no, I'm talking about for membership, right?
Membership.
Yeah. So ours is about $1,000 a year, right?
Yeah, if you pay like
In
a couple months at a time. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say about $1,000 a year.
So this place is $75 for the Elks Club, and if you want a humidor, you don't have to buy one.
Huh.
It's $100, so it's $175 a year.
You get both? Wow, that's awesome.
And then you got the main area where you could get drinks, and it's like I said, it's an Elks Club. They do some great events. I mean, if you see here, I got, the guy from the Smokehouse Gorillas made this for me.
I was checking that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's chilling behind me here when I sit here. This is my little corner that I hang in. But it's a cool place. I mean, everybody down here is pretty cool. I mean, you always get that one asshole everywhere in the world.
Yeah, my name is right next to me,
Yeah, we won't say his name, he knows who he is. But yeah. And then there's nowhere else to smoke out here, by the way. So
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So you have your locker there then, yeah?
yeah, I got locker number 32, Kevin McHale.
Okay. So what is in your rotation for you in your locker?
In my regular rotation. So I have a bunch of different stuff. But there's certain things I like more than others. One of my favorites for a quick smoke is the lid's about that big. I'll show you. I'll show you what I got in here that you would want to see.
I like Doug saying he got one spot for free because he brings the beef jerky. That's a great trade-off right there.
Yep. Sean, how you doing?
If somebody wanted to pay for that club membership and beef jerky, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Take the jerky, you know? Hey, this La Madrina is going very nice, but I don't know if this is going to show on camera very well. I've got this weird, like, hiccup in the ash right there. I'm going to tap that now. I probably would have held on longer, but it literally like a split and coming out instead of cracking in. That was weird.
So these are in my rotation all the time. These little baby Mikaritas.
Oh, yeah. That's my size right there. I like that one a lot.
This is a 4x48 because I get a 45-minute smoke out of this and I'm out.
Perfect.
And then the Tatuaje BC Petite Corona. So this is about the same size if you compare them, but just a thinner smoke than that.
Okay.
And these things are freaking amazing with coffee. And they come in a bundle of 50. So those I keep. Padrones, obviously. These have became a late favorite of mine.
Oh, yeah. We've had those in shop.
Yeah, these have became a late favorite. I actually started to adapt to liking these a lot, but I mean, you can't get them yet, like on a regular basis. The frog juice.
One more time on that.
Frog juice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's from stock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
The first time I tried them, I hated them. Like, didn't like it at all. Like, was like, why did I buy this cigar? Like, it smells great, it looks great, but it has not enough flavor. Now, I put it in my locker. I went and revisited it. Thing's freaking amazing now.
I like the sound of that. I like that.
Fantastic. Hack is in the comments. He's saying he's lighting up his first Tabernacle Goliath, one of the 2 new sizes for the Tabernacle.
I just bought those, dude. I'm patiently waiting for those.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on some of those too. Those look phenomenal. I'm a big fan of the Tabernacle, and to see those 2 new sizes, I cannot wait to get those.
100%. Again, it looks like Dave's got himself a bundle of the frog juice. Good call.
And then I don't want to call it a sleeper, but it's not a sleeper no more. It used to be a sleeper. I love these guys. I love this. So if I'm gonna wake up in the morning and you're gonna say to me, "Hey, Kev, you could afford any cigar in the world in any style. This is the style I'm picking. I'm picking the Double Perfecto all day, all night, all year. Box press. I just feel like this is a work of art. Like I'm sitting there smoking this and I'm like, wow. I'm doing like a rotation turn when I'm smoking it. Like you're really enjoying smoking that because it's a beautiful looking cigar. And it's kind of funny. One of the guys from my group today posted. I said, you must know I'm gonna be on a podcast today because he posted my favorite cigar, the 80th anniversary Padron, which is my favorite cigar. I mean, if I woke up in the morning and I could smoke them every single day and not have to pay for them, they would be right there.
100%. That's like, oh my goodness. Those 2 right there you're showing. And that's the size I love too of that Milano. This guy more than me even, but still love it myself.
I may have had 1 or 2 in my day. I think they're pretty damn good cigars. Matter of fact, I just had one yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Just had one yesterday. I think they're fantastic.
Now you guys, right? Because you're basically like the other shell of the universe of taxes for tobacco. So you're across the country as far as you could possibly be away from me. and your taxes suck just as bad as me. So, like, how do you guys cope with that? Like, what do you guys do to smoke your cigars? Like, what's a cigar you smoke that keeps your money down? You know what I mean? Like, you're not getting hit upside your head paying $19, $20, $25 for a freaking cigar that's really $8.
So yeah, that's a good question right there. Yeah, one that I really been liking is always the Charter Oak Maduro from Foundation. I mean, I love all of Foundation cigars. Don't get me wrong, but the price point on that here, you're looking at like $7, and it's phenomenal every time. Never have any issues construction wise. I love the flavor, just personal preference right there. But I think it's a great smoke. Not too heavy, so I can have it multiple times back to back if I want to, and I never get bored of it. At least I haven't yet, and I had quite a few of them. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to keep smoking them until I get bored, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah. For us, also another thing that helps out is partnering with Cigars and More. We get to try a lot of the new cigars that they bring in, so that helps out, as well as go to all the events, TPE, IPCPR, or PCA, whatever you want to call it, when they're actually doing the events. Getting to go to those events always helps out. But yeah, just being part of the Cigars and More family has been a huge help for us to be able to get the cigars that we want.
I said it. I'm sorry.
You hear Trina in the background yelling at us, calling us spoiled. But you know what? It's pretty much true. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I get some stuff, here and there for free. Usually I give it away. I mean, but right now I'm afraid to give things away because I just feel like being in the middle of a freaking. So it's going to turn to, if anybody wants to send me stuff to give away, it's going to be swag. Because I'm not. If I see you in person, man, I can hand you a cigar. We can smoke a cigar together. It's not giving it away. It's smoking a cigar together.
Right.
Yeah.
So if people wanted to go and join the new group, where could they find you guys?
So we're back on Facebook for now. What I tell everybody when you join, you don't have to buy anything, but sign up for the website, NewEnglandCigarMilitia.com, subscribe. So that way, if the group goes down, I can send out a mass email to everybody so they know where it is. So it never gets lost again.
Smart.
That's what's been my new thing. But we're NECM on Facebook. I'm going to try not to use that word no more because I guess our history in this country is a touchy subject, which is absolute bullshit. But it's every word in this world is turning into a touchy subject now. So pretty soon the word cigar is going to be a touchy subject. Don't say that to me. I'm offended.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel you on that one.
Yeah. So just try to vibe. I was actually supposed to come out and see you guys in July, and I didn't even make it out there.
Yeah, with everything going on right now, I get it. But hopefully soon we'll either meet up here in California, we're gonna have to head your way over the East Coast. We'll have to meet up in Vegas probably when the events go on over there. There's always something good cigar related going on in Vegas, so it's always a good spot to bring everyone to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the IPC, PCA now, right? They changed it.
Right.
If the PCA happens, I'll be there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's always a fun event to go to. I'm really wondering how they're gonna handle it. This year they had to cancel it, and they weren't gonna have, the big four weren't gonna be there. So now I'm just curious how they're gonna handle it. Not having those big four plus having a year since it's been or 2 years since the last one.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I mean, God bless me for saying this, but if I was running running a cigar company, I'm not going to Vegas no more. I'm doing Zoom chats.
Yeah. They kind of prove they can do it without needing to go spend that much money on an event. It is what it is.
You got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70K you're investing into a cigar event as comparison to you could have the consumer in a chat with you or the retailer in a chat with you and be like, hey, what's up? My name is XYZ. I sell X, Y, and Z cigars. Actually, you want to try it? I'll send you one.
Yeah, simple as
That's comparison to giving out 3,000.
Right. Yeah. I hear where you're coming from.
So, I mean, listen, I think that they should always keep the PCA, but I think that it could become more of a place to establish friendships or the connection wise there for the retailer and the wholesaler and all that stuff. I mean, if you want to just go there as a regular consumer, I don't think they should have it like that. I mean, like us, we're kind of like, promoting a bunch of companies and smoking a bunch of different stuff and, getting the word out there for companies. So like, it makes sense to them to have people like us there. But like, if you create the whole thing, it kind of gives I think it kind of takes away from the retailer too. You know what I mean? I want to establish
like
a
the big
connection with my
smoke,
retailers.
like that. So I think that's a great thing. The big smoke is fantastic for the consumer part of it. But yeah, I do agree with you. PCA, when they started talking about having a consumer day, I totally thought that was a bad idea, bad way to go. I know a lot of people in the industry had a lot of positive things to say about it, but again, those were the companies that could take an extra couple thousand cigars and pay the taxes and give those away.
No problem.
We talk smaller boutique companies where 1,000 to 3,000 cigars is a big part of what they produce every year, and that can cripple them. Having to pay the taxes on that and then just giving it away. That to me did not make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, the way I look at myself is besides smoking an occasional Fuente or Davidoff, which I actually smoked a Davidoff last night. The only big companies I smoke is Padron. I smoke JSK, Stolen Throne, Rojas, Saka. And I don't even, even though some people will say Saka is a huge company, I consider it a boutique company. The way I am with what I smoke. Tatuaje, it's a big company. My father's a big company, but I still consider it like boutique blended cigars. Like to me,
right?
Like in my brain, it's got that flavor to me. I don't know. It's not always totally the same. You know what I mean? And it's just like like another thing that goes to my brain is I cannot smoke machine rolled cigars. I cannot do it like on a regular basis. I mean, I'll try it here and there, but like I feel like the whole effort into smoking cigars is the whole experience. And I do love Robert Holtz, how he made that cigar 300 Heads.
Yes.
That basically gives you like the best perspective. And you want to know something? He should make a documentary on that. That would be like absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to watch. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I like that.
I do agree with we got Hack in the comments here saying that there's something to be said about that face-to-face interaction, and that's definitely why you want to keep an event like PCA or even TPE going, because you can't beat that one-on-one handshake right then and there kind of thing. And that kind of got lost over this year, but it did show that no matter how far apart we all are, we can still stay connected through the Zoom meetings, just this right here, Q&As if they want to do that on Facebook, however they want to do it. There's always a way to get in touch with people, with your consumers, so long as you're willing to put in the work. And I definitely agree, though, that PCA is very necessary, and there's people who can benefit from it the same way you can benefit from online things, but you have to be willing to put the work in to make it work, no matter where you're at, no matter how you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort now for these companies. It's not easy with all these taxes going up and stuff like that. And everybody who's a consumer needs to really, really like step back and really, when you're smoking your cigar, really like look and appreciate, how far these companies have come and how many battles that they've had to win just for you to be able to smoke a cigar. It's not just, hey, we're smoking a cigar. It's like, hey, they won 36 battles in the last 15, 20 years. And, there's some people that I don't smoke their cigars. I won't say no names. I don't smoke their cigars, but I appreciate how they help the community and how they support the community. You know what I mean? Through like the CIGAR and all them organizations, because without them, dude, these cigars are gone. They're gone.
Yeah, I agree.
Smoking Swisher Sweets, talking about, oh, this is the best Swisher Sweet they make. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, dude. When I smoked Swisher Sweets, it was because I was going like this. That's when I smoke Swisher Sweets, dude. You couldn't pay me. I'll quit smoking. Once my lock is done, I'm done smoking if that's what I have to smoke. You know, I'm not going to smoke stuff that I can't enjoy. I mean, some people enjoy a $3 cigar. Some people enjoy a $5 cigar. Some people enjoy a $10 cigar. I mean, it's the experience that you have with the cigar. So I'm not bashing anybody who smokes a cheaper cigar, but it's just not for me. I mean, at one point I was smoking backwards just because it was cheap and quick, and I have to
Yeah,
do
no,
nothing.
I get that. I get that. You know, like we always say, if people are going to spend their hard-earned money on a cigar, I don't care what they're going to smoke. They're going to pay for it. It's theirs. Let them do what they want. Let them smoke it how they want. No big deal. But on that point, when did you start smoking?
26. So I'm about 11 years in.
Okay.
I don't consider like that one day that like you and your friends are being stupid and they're like, "Hey, let's smoke a cigar." Like I don't consider that day because everybody has that day once in life. Like when I actually started like really loving cigars was when I started smoking Padron, and when I smoked my first Padron, it was like you could come to my house and you could tell me stories. You could bring the owner to my house. If it wasn't a Padron, I wasn't smoking it. Like at all. Like period. We weren't even having this conversation. Like, and then I woke up one day and I was like, dude, this is like the craft beer industry. Like, I gotta try all these cigars. Like, am I retarded? And I don't mean that in a offensive way to anybody. I'm just saying, like, am I stupid? Don't mean that in an offensive way. But it's like you gotta venture out there the same way you venture out there when you're drinking beers. And I started drinking craft beer in 2003, 2004. People didn't even know what craft beer was back then. Now it's like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm drinking craft beer." I'm like, dude, I'm freaking 20 years ahead of you. I was drinking that stuff when it was just Harpoon and Sam Adams. And little places like Loose Cannon came up, and what was the other one there? Dogfish, Dogfish,
Something like that. Yeah.
And then they were making those 90-minute ones and 120-minute, and you were drinking one beer, and you're like, whoa, I just drank a whole bottle of liquor, So it's cool. I mean, it's cool to experience it. You get a lot of these companies that come out and they make their cigars, and, they take a lot of effort to put one cigar out. And that's why I haven't made a cigar personally yet, because you guys are doing your own. So, it's not easy, man. It's not a, people see a cigar and they just think, oh yeah, he just made a cigar, man. I'm going to go make a cigar tomorrow. Let me know how that turns out for you.
Yeah, it's definitely something you have to be passionate about because it is a long process. It's taken us about 2 years to get ours done the way we wanted to get it done. So we're happy that we're there at that point. But speaking of, how much of an art form it is for cigars to be made, if you could give people 3 cigars that you smoked recently that have really that you really dug, what would those 3 be?
Well, I'm going to go with I'm not going to say low budget, but lower end pricing, which I consider, $8 to $10 a lower end cigar, compared to, all the crazy stuff that's out there. I'd probably say Stolen Throne, 100%.
See, that's what I keep hearing about. We got to try those.
Yeah. I mean, I liked all of them. Like all 3 of them that they made a limited edition one. Then they made the Call to Arms. Then they made the original Stolen Throne. I love all 3 of those cigars.
So the Call to Arms. Before you give us your other picks, a good friend of ours that watched the show, Brian, he loves that cigar.
Yeah.
And he also likes the Milano. And he says that it could take the Milano. So what do you think?
I think it's a different cigar.
Okay.
I don't think it's the same style of cigar, so I really couldn't compare that cigar to. I mean, I look at the Milano as a lower end Padron flavor cigar, like the taste. Like I look at Stolen Throne as like a Tatuaje type flavoring. Like it's more similar to that stuff. Like,
Okay.
and I don't see it in the same category. I mean, like I've smoked probably 1,000 different cigars at this point, and I can like kind of like put cigars in a category with each other, and like I don't I see that like I see like if I was gonna factor them in, I would say, okay, so you want to smoke Olivia Milan, then I would say, well, try the Placencia, the L,
Okay.
yeah, the yellow one with the yellow band, and then I would say, okay, well, you smoke that one now, try the Padron. You know what I mean? And like I consider like those all like the same type of flavor, and then I consider Aganorsa like a more like a lighter version. Some of their stuff is like a lighter version of like a Padron esque flavoring.
I could see that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't see them as really, really, really strong, but they're really good. I mean, and like I told Terrence, I mean, I think I have one somewhere over here. Yeah, I actually have the box here. I have these here. So I told Terrence, right? I said, I almost didn't buy this cigar because of the box. I hated the box. You know what I mean? Like, and the box is perception to me. But I just keep seeing people bounce it around and posting it and talking about it and saying how good it was. So I went and I tried it. I think it's a great cigar.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not exactly easy to get, but it's a great cigar. If you can get it, love that cigar. Then I'll say and I don't do politics, so I make sure I say that first because I don't care what politics. Don't care. I like Roma Craft.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that Lancero.
Oh,
That's it's one of my favorite Lanceros. I like the Rockefeller Lancero.
That's a great Lancero.
Yeah, which is great. These Viva La Vidas, a little on the bigger side. I don't really like the. I think this is a 6x60, so this is a little out of my realm. But it's a great cigar.
They also make a fantastic Lancero.
I haven't tried that.
It's really good.
that one's some good stuff right there. I like that as well.
But I always seem to come back to the 4x48s, the smaller cigars, because I don't have the time during the day to sit there and smoke a Padron or smoke a Fuente that, and I don't want to marry the cigar because I have to go to work. So if I smoke this cigar and I got, I smoke this little Mi Querida and I get down to here, I'm not upset that I threw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As comparison to I come and I smoke this cigar and I smoke this cigar down to here. And I'm like, dude, I can't throw this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's basically why I started getting into the smaller stuff. And I mean, these, if you can get these, like, go online. If you can get these, dude, these are like a $4.50 stick. I mean, it's not huge, but this is a great freaking cigar. I smoked 2.5 boxes of these already.
Oh, wow.
They're hard to get, dude, but they come in a 50 count box wrapped in aluminum and then in the box. And man, I haven't had a bad one of those yet. And
Yeah, that's what I love too, is that consistent. If I want to buy a box or something, I want it to be as consistent as possible.
and then you got the Tatuaje, the first one I had, Tatuaje Britannica, which is the new one they made. I didn't like it. I thought the flavor was great, but I didn't like the drawer. It had drawer issues. So my buddy Mike came back and said, dude, you just had a dud. And he was like, here, try this one. I tried one the other night, and I was like, dude, freaking, when you don't have that drawer issue. So that's the one thing that I've noticed about cigars is you can't just judge one.
Right, absolutely right.
Have 2 or 3, and then make your judgment.
Yes. Yeah.
If you get to 3 and you don't like that cigar, dude, you're not gonna like that cigar. Like there's no turning back at that point.
Yeah, when we get people in here that say they didn't like a certain cigar, we always tell them to try it at least the second or third time. And if they can, make sure it's from a different box. It could just be a bad box. The roller just had a bad time that day. So if possible, try to do that. But give us some more of your picks for stuff that you smoked recently that you dug.
What else have I smoked recently? So I did a little video a while back on my favorite cigars 2020. I showed you some of them, like that the Supreme Leaf. That I love going into the Lanceros. Like if I have time, I love going into the Lanceros.
Oh yeah,
Like sitting back, enjoying the Lancero, tasting all the flavor through the cigar. I like the baby Drew Estate. I don't really have much more. Let's see what I got in this box that I really, really like. I like the JSK Nug was a different experience for me. Something that I didn't expect. It kind of had a funky flavor to it at first, but it kind of like iced out after that, which I think it's probably the CBD in there.
right.
But
Now, is that the original, the 20, or is that the 100?
this is the 20.
Okay.
This was actually handed to me by Risty. He gave me a freaking boatload of them when I was down in Smoke Innovate. I'm like, dude, chill out, man. You gave me enough. A cool cigar that I smoked recently too. I actually smoked a couple of these. Is the event only Candela from Foundation,
Oh, nice.
the grasshopper. The pool party was good from Espinosa, aka Protocol.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't open my batch. Somebody was very nice enough to send me a couple, so I didn't have to open up my pack because I vowed that I'm going to open up my pack and smoke it next year at the next event.
Okay.
So it'll be a year aged. So, and then this guy here, I love this guy for the price point.
Umbagag?
Yeah, for the price point, love that cigar.
Yeah. That's definitely a good one, yeah.
I've kind of steered away from smoking the Sin Compromisos now because if I'm going to spend that much money, I'm just going Padron. I'm already there, like I'm already at that price point. So it's time to just smoke a Padron.
Yeah, I like the Sin Compromiso, but I think I'd probably go the same route. I'd rather get the 26 from Padron, or if I'm gonna pick a Saka, I'm probably gonna grab the Mi Querida anyway because I just like that one a lot.
That's a guaranteed in my rotation.
Yeah.
I'm the standard Mi Querida. I'm not really a big fan of the red one. Wasn't my style. I love the Firecracker one.
Oh yeah.
The Firecracker one was incredible. The two guys had.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I have? Let's see if I have any other ones that I can think of that. Because, dude, I have so many cigars and so many freaking places. So it's kind of like a kid at a candy store. And I freaking, I'll buy the stuff and I don't even remember I have it. When I was showing you guys earlier when I got down here. Oh, I got a couple of real good ones in here that I love. Personal favorites that are tough to get, but you could actually get them right now. So get your ass on there and try to get them if you can. You would not be disappointed with this. So this is the Owl Shop 85th anniversary Foundation Puro. Only made for the Owl Shop in Connecticut by Foundation Cigars for their 85th anniversary.
Oh, that's cool.
Beautiful cigar, beautiful box, beautiful band, beautiful flavor, the whole nine. That's just the Cigar Clowns. Shout out to the Cigar Clowns. I got some of those. Those were great cigars. My only dislike was they're just too big for me.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one. What is the size on that? 9 inches?
Yeah, it's a Churchill.
No, okay, that's a big guy.
What else we got here? This guy just came out. Green Army Men from Dylan from Illusione. They only made 300 bundles of these guys, so I had to buy some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Black Label, I love Black Label.
Yeah.
I love these guys here too, but these are starting to get more difficult to get. The Tatuaje TAA 2019.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
The 2020 was amazing. Those things are basically like extinct already, and 2020 is 2020 is not over yet. So that's probably one of the better things that came out in 2020 than the original Mii's. So I mean, I'm all over the map, dude. I mean, I don't really like to. I like those new Super Deluxe from Black Label. I bought a box.
Still gotta try that.
Yeah, dude. I bought a whole box of those. Those things didn't last. Those were gone. those went in the pallet and out the pallet. So, but I mean, I don't really do like the beer pairings and stuff like that. I mean, I smoke a cigar. If I get my liquor, I get my liquor. I usually have I drink rum, but I don't drink like shitty rum. I drink like Zacapa, which is like middle to higher end rum. It's not that expensive. It's $40 to $60. If you really want to go hard, you get $110 bottle, which is a top.
Mm-hmm.
Or I drink coffee. Coffee with my cigars, espresso with my cigars. I freaking love it.
Oh yeah. Every time.
There's no argument there, dude. Like when you have a coffee and you're close to heaven. I was never.
Brian brings up a good point. He gets a weekly 10-pack sampler to help keep his costs down when he's smoking cigars. Do you subscribe to any subscription boxes or do any samplers from online stores?
So I did Pravada. Pravada is okay. I have no problems with it. Quick shipping, all that. I did. What else did I do? I did a couple other ones. I do Sir Louis cigars. Sir Louis has became a friend of mine. He does a lot of samplers. Like he'll like the other day he did a foundation sampler. It had all three of the new cigars in the foundation sampler. A free cutter, which I'll give the cutter away like I said. I just get swag to give it away. And it had a Mel something or other. I don't know how to say it. I know it's one with the cross.
Yeah.
The Claire Castle was in it, and a Tabernacle. Yeah, so it was like $90, but it was like a good 9 cigars, like 3 that's going to be harder to get. You know, the David the Goliath and the 15-year in the package. So Sir Louis usually does something good. He's very, very unique with what he does. But once it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
So, Sir Louis comes out. He says, "Hey, I got 29 samplers or this. Like, you don't get it, the show's over. Don't come back next week. It ain't gonna be there next week." And then like I buy a lot of stuff off of Abe from Smoking. Abe's became a good friend. I go to anytime I'm in Florida, I always make sure I make a trip down to Smoking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Abe's a good guy. I like Abe.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll probably be in his cigar club this year. And I think personally, you call it what you want to call it. I think Abe has the best cigar club there is. I am not a member of that cigar club, so I just wanted to reiterate that I am not a member of that cigar club. And the reason why I am not a member of that cigar club is because those cigars that he has in the pack, I either have or I can get them. Like, and I understand cigars enough that I've already smoked them. But they're always a great pack.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
it's a great price, and it's tough to beat, dude. You know what I mean? So like, if you're newer to cigars, or you're in the middle of cigars, or you're a guy who smokes 5 cigars a month, that is the cigar club I'm saying to go to.
It's like what, $29 shipped to your door for 5 cigars?
Yeah, and you're out here getting like a Umbagog and a Jacob's Ladder and a Tabernacle and you're getting like the best of the best, like a $60 value, a $50 value, you know.
And especially for places like where you're at and where we're at with our higher tobacco taxes, I think those things are a great option for people that want to get into cigars. Of course, if you're in a state where your tobacco tax is next to nothing, it might not be as good a deal because you can obviously go buy those yourself, like you're saying. But for places like here in California, I think it's fantastic to have those as an option.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to all the guys who are doing their cigar clubs. You know what I mean? Like, kudos to all of them. I mean, they're all doing a great job in some way, shape, or form. The least one that I would go to is El Zyra or whatever. I'm not spending that much money for cigars and coffee. I'm not, I'm not getting up to the $50. I'm not getting up to the $50. I have 37 cigars left of this brand. Like, no, you don't. You have 992 left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, dude, you're not doing me like that. I'm from Boston, bro. You're not doing me like that with those messages I get from Cigar Fed, dude, once a week, dude. I'm like, holy moly, dude. Like, 393 cigars left by now. And then 6 days later, they're like, we still got 396 cigars left. I'm like, so you're telling me you didn't sell any yet?
Yeah. That reminds me of like when you watch those infomercials or the commercial pops up and they give you that countdown. Oh, you got 20 seconds left. Like, well, I had 20 seconds left the last time I saw this commercial. So I think I'm okay. I don't need to do this right now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, kudos to them. I mean, it's a good marketing thing. It's just when you get a text message every single day, dude, it's like it gets old, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every day, like, do it once in a while. You start to exhaust your clientele like that. You got people like me who at first I was amped. And now it's like, what's next? What's the next rare one?
Yeah. I agree with Jeff here. He's talking about the farm roll from Pravada. 8 cigars, $45 a month. That includes the shipping. That's a good deal. And if you like what they're giving you, like, because they have no band, it's just, straight from farm to you. I think that's a cool thing. And a lot of guys, if you're looking for a good cigar at a good price, not a bad way to go.
That's what I tell people. I mean, it's all like, rewind it all the way back, right? Forget everything I said. Forget everything Miguel said. Forget everything Frankie said. It's what you like.
Yes.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else. If you wake up in the morning and you smoke a brick house or you smoke a Gurkha or you smoke something that everybody else says it's the shittiest cigar or I hate this cigar or I'm never smoking that cigar, and you enjoy it, smoke it every freaking day.
Absolutely.
Every day, dude. You know what I mean? Like, don't, if you want to, test your palate and try to find new things. But like, if you like that and you're waking up in the morning and you're smoking cigars, like, people generations before us were smoking cigars that were like bags of shit. You know what I mean? And they loved them. I got people who tell me all the time, like, oh yeah, my grandfather used to smoke these horrible cigars, but he enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what he was smoking. It was the enjoyment that he had behind the cigar he was smoking.
Wow, thanks, Hack.
That's going to stay on the screen for right now. Yeah, don't listen to Frankie. We're gonna have a new series every other week. Don't listen to Frankie advice. Where he gives advice, nobody listen to it, please.
You know what? Since the commission's here, I'm going to ask him a question. This is going to be a very controversial question.
Oh, my goodness.
What color is the band to the Jacob's Ladder?
There's a couple colors in it. Gold, blue.
There we go, blue. That was the color I was looking for.
But it's blue, right? That color, that particular shade.
That's why you can't listen to Hack. Hack thinks it's purple. So obviously we can't do It's now confirmed. The commission says blue. We're going to go blue. And Doug wants to know, what was that foundation you were talking about? That was event only, I think you said?
So the event only foundation was, it comes in a 5-pack. So it has 2 Candela, 2 of another wrapper, which I don't know the other wrapper, so I'm not even going to try to guess it. You could probably Google it. And then the other one is a mixture of both.
Oh,
so
nice.
when you open up the 5-pack, you got 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and the middle one is a mixture of both. And so It was a good cigar. I think it needed a little bit of age, so I put them in my humidor, let them age. Um, from what I've found, it's a pure science to make a Candela cigar taste good. Um, Especially where I'm from. You smoke a Candela, and they got great flavor. Some of them, to me, some people hate them. Um, but like you smoke like Skips from Romacraft, his Candela out here, like he told me himself, they explode because of the weather. But it's a great cigar. It's a great cigar. The flavor you're getting out of it, you just can't smoke it in the Northeast weather. And when I smoked Dylan from Illusiones, like I smoked that down to the core, and it's fine. So he really mastered that cigar blend. Like he's had the best. I mean, and Pete told me, he thinks Dylan makes the best Candela, and I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it's gotta be a really good candela. There's a lot out there. I'm not a big fan of them all the time, but once you get a good one, I mean, it's good. It's really good. That's the hard thing to find though. 'Cause, even in this humidor here that we have at Cigars and More, there's not a whole bunch in there. As far as candela wrap goes, and I think that's because the leaf is so delicate. Um, it's got to be a pain to work with. So if you can master that, that's a great cigar to have in the portfolio right there.
Another good cigar that I've tried recently, and I feel like they've created a wave in like the last year and a half is Aladino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know, they've created a big wave lately. The Cameroon one, I like the Cameroon one, and then the original one, I like the original one too. I
Yeah,
don't really like them in the bigger sizes. I like them by like I think it was like 5 by 50 something, or and they're round, which is what I like in those. So those have been good.
yeah, we do for our Patreon members. We do a cigar of the month, and last month we handed out the Eladino Cameroon because that is a fantastic cigar.
Every time. Every time. And then it looks like Brian's saying that the JSK is coming out with the smaller of the 100 CBD nugs at a smaller price point too. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy to create CBD cigar. It's like I said, it comes down to like the chemistry, bro. At that point, you're a chemist.
Right.
So
We are coming up to the end of the show. But before we let you go, one more time, if we could let everybody know where they could find you on social media.
So you can find me on Instagram, New England Cigar it is now. Instead of New England Cigar, the word behind me on the picture, see it? NECM is the group on Facebook. If you want to look at swag or anything like that, it's on New England Cigar, militia.com. My regular page is the Commish. Be sure to like that if you want to tune into me. I'll have these gentlemen on the show very soon, so we'll ask them all kinds of funky questions, make them feel awkward.
I like it.
And before I go too, I mean, I just wanted to say you guys stole Mookie Betts from us.
No. He knew what was happening. He saw the light at the end of the tunnel, came to LA, and he won a World Series. That's what it's all about.
Now he's got 3, I think, 3 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But again, thank you so much for taking the time to be on with us today. Thank you, everybody, in the comments for keeping the conversation going.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't yet already joined the groups, make sure you guys do that. Follow the pages, follow them on Instagram as well, and check out the website so that in case anything does happen, he can get a hold of you and let you guys know what's going on. With that being said, you guys don't forget to sign up for Cigar Rights of America, cigarrights.org. And anything you guys can do to help out Cigars for Warriors, please do so. Find your local donation center. Follow them on social media as well, or you can send your stuff directly to Florida to get it to where it needs to go to. Mike, anything?
No, that'll do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Great American Morning. Brother, always good talking to you. If you ever wake up for that time period, let me know. We'll get you on the show then too, all right?
Yeah, that'll be a funny show, man. You'll see me like this.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other night. Like, I kind of want to see that. We'll have to see how many cups of coffee we go through in 30 minutes. Shit.
I can drink the coffee, man. I'll be running around. Hey, hold up, let me.
I'm always down for that. Thanks again, brother, for being on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys too. Appreciate you.
No problem. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. And we'll see you guys next time.